Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Of course, thank you so much for joining. It's a very interesting topic we have today. So before I get started, of course, I'm not too sure who's on and who's not. Please type a number 1 in the comments box. Let me know you're here. Renee, thank you for joining. I can see some people that come on, but I can't see everybody, of course. And put a number 1 in the comments box and let me know that you're here. That would be wonderful. Chiru, thank you. Brooke, smiley face as well, or a love heart, or just let me know how you're feeling with iconograph. That would be wonderful. Nikhil, how are you, my brother? Thank you for joining. Brooke, hello, Sharon. Yes, wonderful. Attila, thank you. Number 1 in the comment box, people, and let me know you're here. Marco, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. It was beautiful seeing you today. It really was. It was wonderful seeing you today. So yes, number 1 in the comment box, guys. Let me know that you're here so we can talk directly, of course. And Annette, thank you for being here. So this is a thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Brooke. Mel says hi, Mel. How are you? So it's a really interesting topic today, people. Really, really interesting topic. It's the Ashley. Thank you so much. Change is so difficult for so many of us, yeah? Like transformation, it can be so deeply challenging. Yet the reality is that transformation and change is something that is deeply embedded in every aspect of our being. It's deeply embedded in every part of who we are. Change. Life is in a constant flux, is it not? It's such an interesting space to live in. Joni, how are you? Thank you for joining. Guys, if you're just coming on or if you're new to this live feed, if you've never seen these live feeds before, if you're quite new, just place new in the comment box. New with a smiley face. And if you're just joining, but you've been here before, a number 1 in the comment box would be greatly appreciated. So I know that you're here and we can interact. And of course, your presence influences the community. Your presence and your commentary and who you are and how you be here, how you show up adds great value to this conversation, to the essence of the conversation, of course, to the people that are here. So we're deeply grateful to let everybody know you're here. Number 1 in the comment box. And if you're new, punch in new in the comment box. So Darren, how are you? Thank you for being here. So change is inevitable in life. Like, we must all move through change. Change is what is required in life in order for us to grow. Paul, thank you for being here. Mum, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Number 1 in the comment box, guys. Let me know that you are here. I can't see everyone, unfortunately. What do we do with change when change is tough? When change breaks? When change breaks our spirit, when change sends us in disarray. Hey, Paul, it's tough. Change can be difficult because the ego self, and this is really interesting, thanks Estelle, the ego self thrives on familiarity. And the ego self, which is all about self-preservation and connecting to what is familiar, thrives on familiarity and thrives on comfort. So familiarity leads to comfort, comfort leads to safety, and safety, of course, ensures as best as possible self-preservation. So it becomes a very interesting space for us to immerse ourselves in when we begin to change a habit, a situation, a social setting. Crystal, how are you? Thank you for being here. Let me know how you're feeling today. Remember, guys, if what I'm saying is resonating, let me know, share your thoughts, ask a question. It's important for us to begin to explore these concepts because change in particular is something that rocks us all, especially sudden change. And what happens generally is that we choose not to witness the change that is occurring in our lives. We choose to distance ourselves from change and even sometimes ignore change. We choose to not be entrenched in change or not accept change or not move in fluidity with change. Why? Because it's scary, because it's different, because it's new. It rattles us. We lose our perspective with change. Change can be perceived to be harmful. Change in life or transformation of ideologies, belief systems, familiar environmental surroundings can lose us in life. So how do we embrace change? How do we connect to change with greater clarity? How do we understand change and evolve with change with a greater depth, with a greater love for self? Well, it doesn't necessarily come easy. In fact, it comes with some challenge, and it comes with passing through what can only be understood to be difficulty. Camilla, thank you for joining. Have there been times in your life where change or the onset of change or change has just been almost thrown at your doorstep, at life's doorstep, and you don't know what to do, and you are in disarray and you are in unfamiliar territory? And how many times in life has change rocked who you are as a person, has rocked the foundations of everything you know is true and everything you believe? If you can resonate with that, place a number 2 in the comment box. Let me know that you resonate with that, a number 2 in the comment box, and perhaps even share some of your thoughts briefly on how you've overcome change or difficult change or deeply challenging change and transformation in life, where perhaps your belief systems or your ideologies or your perception of the world, your worldviews, your models of reality, your thought paradigms have just been thrown upside down, have been turned upside down, have been thrown away and come back again. Nikki, how are you? It's interesting that change can disrupt our lives. Hi Naomi, how are you? Thank you for joining. Yet the power of change can liberate us. So the title of today's live feed is Being Witness to the Change that Occurs in Life. And what does that actually mean? A big part of that is surrender. A big part of that is surrendering to the transformations that are about to occur in our lives. We become so habitually entrenched in the same patterning of life that we lose our ability to immerse ourselves in something different or something new or something of a profound nature that could actually benefit us, that could actually evolve us, that could actually help us grow into deeper enlightened beings. Tara, thank you for joining. I know in my own life I've experienced much deep transformation and change that has come so radically, and to be honest, I have not known how to deal with that change. Hi Nikki, hey Odie, how are you? Thank you for joining. I have not known how to, in that moment, deal with that change and even confront it. And over time, I've learned to be a witness to the change, to step back, to observe what that change symbolizes in my life, what it represents, how it can be of service to the development of myself, and how I can then be of service by learning from this change to others. If you're new to this live feed, put new in the comment box so that I know you're new and I can welcome you, the community can welcome you. It's an honor to have you here. So when we witness the change, thank you Odie for your kind words by the way, when we remain a witness to the change, we allow a space for new wisdom and knowledge to enter our being, to enter our sphere of awareness, our consciousness. And we can do so much with this new knowledge. Like, think of it this way, feel into this for a moment, yeah? The purpose of life is to grow. Is one of the purposes of life is to grow, is to expand our beingness, is to jump into the best part of who we have a potential to be. Growth and expansion and immersion into this space is one of our greatest gifts, one of the greatest gifts we can give our own journey, and of course, the quality of the journey of others as well. Like, feel into that for a moment. We don't know what we don't know. Ren, thank you for being here. And if we don't know what we don't know, how do we know that change or a new way of being or looking at the world or behaving or treating ourselves or loving ourselves or connecting to ourselves isn't a more efficient, proficient, connected, endearing way than before. So many of us are afraid to jump into the unknown. And in my own life, I've found that it is the unknown that gives me the greatest amount of joy. Not so much in the initial stages. Sometimes it's deeply daunting, and I empathize with that. How many of us out there can empathize with the daunting nature of reality and the daunting nature of not being connected and the daunting nature of immersion into something new, into the unknown? If you have had that experience yourself, place a number 3 in the comment box. Let me know you're feeling that. Because this resonance is so important. This resonance is what, Andrea, thank you for joining. This resonance is what bonds us. This resonance is what allows us to connect. And we are empathizing and being compassionate with each other. And we know that one person's issue or problem or challenge is also another person's issue or problem or challenge. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you, Naomi. Lloyd, how are you, my friend? Welcome. If you're new to this live feed, put new in the comment box. Marco, I know, brother, I'm feeling that. So we begin to connect, thank you, Annette. We begin to connect to this newness, this unknown, thank you, Tara, this, thank you, Renee, this new feeling that we've never experienced before, that we are disconnected from because we don't understand it or because it is unfamiliar. And I'm here to tell you that the unfamiliar is okay. The unfamiliar can provide us with substance. The unfamiliar can allow us to receive. There is so much room for growth in the unfamiliar and the unknown. We become these master creators, these master manifestors of life, all because we choose to immerse ourselves in the unknown and to embrace change that is occurring in our lives. See, instead of observing or viewing change from a place of disconnection or fear, we can choose to observe change in life and transformation in life from a place of opportunity and growth. How many of us have moved through life and have found or discovered or connected to new opportunities through change, through a new way of being, through a new way of looking at the world, through a new way of connecting with others, through new experiences, new circumstances, new jobs, new whatever, something different? Give me number 4 in the comment box if you have experienced that in your life, where that opportunity to flourish in life and thrive in life instead of just survive has come from doing something different, from being immersed in something new, in the unknown, in change. Give me number 4 in the comment box if you can resonate with that, if that has happened to you and with you and for you. Change. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Renee. Change is our greatest ally. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Tara. I'm feeling that. Change can be our greatest gift. Thank you, Darren. The newness of life, an immersion into what is beautifully new and unknown, can allow us to surrender and let go and release all previous belief systems and thought paradigms and emotional connected states that limit us because they are no longer serving us. And when something no longer serves us and our heart knows that, when our heart deeply knows that a situation, a belief system, a way of thinking, a thought paradigm no longer serves us, we must let it go. The heart has spoken, and the heart is deeply, deeply intuitive. Deeply intuitive, especially for females, especially for women. The organism in a female, because of the brain chemistry and the way females observe the world from that perspective, simply just from a biological perspective. Anthony, thank you for joining. It allows women in particular to be so deeply intuitive, but we often don't listen to that intuition. Tara says, whatever is meant for you will never miss you. And I've heard something very similar, of course, Tara. Whatever is meant for you shall not pass you as well. So really an embrace of that newness and an acceptance and a surrender to that newness can liberate us profoundly from being attached to old paradigms that no longer serve us, to old ways of being that no longer resonate with us. It becomes this deep immersion into this new version of self that can deeply and truly liberate us. I promise you. Cassandra, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. And if you've just joined, people, type new in the comment box if you're new to these live feeds. Be greatly appreciated. That way the community can get to know you. I can get to know you as well. Don't be shy. So when we just witness the change without judgment, without criticism, without fear, devoid of fear, we become open to the potentiality of that new experience. It empowers us fully. It allows us to be present. And being present in presence, in the now moment, in the present moment, that's where we grow. That's where we become. That's where we envelop. That's where we transform, transmute. That's where we are able to inspire our own path, because we are open to possibility. We are open to potentiality. We are open to becoming these evolved versions of self. I wonder if we all allowed that to transpire, how powerful we would be. Darren, absolutely. Change creates brand new neural pathways and neural mapping in our brains as well. And with that neural mapping, we are able to observe the world differently. From a place perhaps of greater efficacy. From a place, Josh, how are you, brother? Thank you for joining. From a place of greater understanding and connectivity. Simply because we are open to a new experience, as daunting and as fearful as it may be. And here's the trick, right? Here's the paradox. When we step into that fear, when we step into the fear that comes with change, sometimes or most of the time, because it's a fear of the unknown that so many of us feel, when we step into that, embrace that and fully own that, life changes dramatically, life changes deeply. Like we immerse into life and we begin to connect to the fear and feel the fear. We feel the fullness of the fear, of that feeling, whatever it may be. Craig, thank you for joining, my friend. Deeply appreciated. So we begin to then dance with this fear. We begin to dance with this fear, and this fear becomes part of who we are. But let me just slightly elaborate on that. We are no longer daunted by the fear, or the intensity of how we interact with the fear lessens, it diminishes, because we begin to understand it, not so much cognitively, but here. Fifi, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure to have you here. We begin to dance with that fear and understand that fear from a perspective of love. And it is a beautifully liberating feeling, absolutely, Ren. Completely agree. And it's in that liberating feeling that we find ourselves. That we discover the true essence of who we are, and that's the paradox. The paradox is that by immersing into fear, feeling fear, remaining with fear, by allowing fear to be prominent in our lives, and we remain a witness to the fear, we release the fear. I'm so blessed in the work that I do. It's not even work, in the service that I do. I don't know, the way I spend my life, I suppose. Working with people that I observe every day step through their fear. Not around, not over, but through their fear. And it deeply inspires me. They let themselves submerge in this fear, in the unknown, in change. And the way they come through that fear is so deeply enlightening, so deeply inspiring. It liberates me. It gives me confidence to do deeper work on myself, to explore. Matt, how are you, my brother? Thank you so much for being here. Kristen, hello, how are you? It is so important to move through change, to move through life. Not to avoid newness, not to avoid the unknown. The unknown can carry so much weight, so much power, so much liberation, so much momentum. It can propel us towards meeting the love of our lives. It can propel us towards connecting to our purpose. It can inspire us to be the best version of self. It is liberating. The unknown can be liberating, but we must accept, we must surrender to it, we must trust. Deeply key words to allow us to live our life fully. If you can resonate with that, give me a number 5 in the comment box. I think we skipped a number, it doesn't matter. Give me a number 5 in the comment box anyway. Gemma, thank you for joining, thank you for being here. If you can resonate with that, give me a number 5 in the comment box. People, the unknown is magic. The unknown is magic unmanifested until we pay deep attention to it. Naomi, thank you. Tara, thank you. Amen. Yes. Aho. Matt, thank you, brother. We'll repeat that, Darren, thank you. The unknown is magic. The unknown is dormant and only becomes magic once we pay attention to it. Thank you, Craig. An infinite abundance of 5. Yes. Yes. Oh, cool. I didn't skip. Thank you, Darren. I lost track of numbers there. It's just a way that I keep everybody in line. Like we keep ourselves in line and on track. Anthony, thank you for being here. Well, I forget those numbers sometimes. I'm human. Change. Embrace change as you embrace anything else of value in your life. When we change our belief systems and our thought paradigms and the way we observe and view change and the power of change and the way it impacts and influences our lives and gives us value, not only to the present moment, but to our ever-evolving path, we allow change to be embodied by the fullness of our being. And guess what that does? That enhances every aspect of self. Every layer of being we unpack and we uncover and we discover or we rediscover, and we begin to love ourselves with greater worth, with greater efficacy, with greater empowerment, with greater connection to the true authentic self that we are. And we cannot reach deeper layers of authenticity without embracing the unknown and without embracing change, because the unknown strips back the clutter that we experience every time in life. Thank you, Tara. The unknown is magic unmanifested. The unknown, immersion into the unknown, embarking on that path, embracing the unknown, embodying the unknown, strips back the cultural clutter that we are laid with in this life, in this world. If that makes sense, give me number 6. Number 6 in the comment box. Give me a smiley face or a love heart so I can feel your love. I'm gonna put a love heart in there now, because I'm feeling a lot of love right now speaking to this, because there it is, my love hearts. Because this subject matter is actually so deeply important. This subject matter liberates us, yeah? This subject matter, embracing change, allows us to experience something new. Nina, how are you? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you for so long. Honor to have you here. Darren, Matt, thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Naomi. This is powerful stuff, guys. Change is powerful. Tara, awesome. Ren, thank you. The unknown is so, Fifi, yay. The unknown is so powerful. When we step into the unknown, we are stepping into truth. We are stepping into potentiality, infinite potentiality and possibility and growth. I don't know anybody that doesn't want to grow, that does not want to expand. When we look at the world, when we look at the natural world, we look at fauna and flora, all they wish to do is grow. It's a natural biological instinct to grow. So we take that to the very many different layers in our own life, physiologically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, and all the components within that, and it's just growth. And we grow through experiencing new experiences, through immersion into new experiences. So when we accept, Natalie, how are you? Thank you for joining. When we accept the newness in our lives, what we are essentially accepting is a grander version of self. We are ready to upgrade. We are ready, yeah, absolutely. Flowers do go through concrete. Shane, how are you? Thank you for joining, my friend. We are ready to upgrade our consciousness. We are ready to upgrade our existence. Hoping you're well, Natalie. We are ready to take ourselves and the way we function in this world to the next level of being, to the next level of relating with others as well. You see, we learn in our developmental years to relate to people in a very particular way. And we develop this habitual patterning and this behavior around that. And it doesn't really change. It sort of just remains the same. Now, that may work in our lives, but it may not. And if we're not open to change that comes with the potentiality of relating in a different way, relationships are everything to life, in life. Relationship to self, relationship to others. It is everything. It is the foundations of our existence. We are relational beings. We live in a dualistic world. We are relational by nature. Unless we transcend dualism and move into a non-dualistic state, and that's a conversation for another time. Very deep conversation for another time. So feel into this. We have a capacity to upgrade our consciousness and upgrade the way we relate to others. Hi Sharon, wonderful. Through embracing the unknown. Give me a number 7 if you can relate to that. When we embrace the unknown, guess what happens? We upgrade our consciousness and we relate differently to others. We can upgrade the way we relate. We can evolve and embrace deeper the way we relate. Anthony says the unknown is massive in building yourself, character foundation for yourself. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger and wiser. Completely agree. Sophie, thank you for being here. It is a massive upgrade of character. It is an extension of our character. It opens up our character to express itself fully. Naomi, thank you. Darren, thank you. Sophie, thank you. Completely. Davina, how are you? Thank you for joining. Tara, yes. Number 7, yes, guys. Embracing, Fiona, thank you. Anthony, so awesome. Embracing the unknown allows us to feel differently. Linda, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Marco, thank you. Embracing the unknown allows our relationships to others to flourish. How beautiful is that? How open is that? How endearing is that? Can you imagine your relationship improving, evolving, the dynamic, the way you connect with others, instead of coming from a place of malice, coming from a place of pain or fear because we are scared of the unknown, we are scared of loss, we are scared of connecting in a way that is detrimental to the other. Rossell, thank you for joining. We actually connect through a space of witnessing, of courage, of embracing the unknown. Thank you, Gail. Can we connect to that for a moment? Breathe that in. Like imagine your key primary relationships in life being so deep, just getting deeper, moving deep in the way you relate with your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your lover, your close friends, strangers. Can you imagine that relationship deepening more and more, opening more and more, discovering new aspects of that relationship, learning how to be different, learning to give more, learning to receive more, because we've embraced the unknown, learning to receive more, learning to be more in that relationship, learning to love at depth, going deeper into love, going deeper into opening the heart, going deeper into vulnerability. This is key here. Embracing the unknown, witnessing the change, being open to change allows us to be deeper compassionate for self and for others, but it allows us to be vulnerable with life because we're making a choice to be open. We're making a choice to connect openly and fully. Give me number 8 if you agree with that. That being open to change and being open to the unknown of life allows us to be deeper vulnerable for life. And that vulnerability is power. And I go deep into vulnerability into my courses, into my lessons, into the work I do in one-on-one, into the workshops I run when I speak from stage. Vulnerability is everything. It is so powerful, especially for men, because we are generally not good at being vulnerable. Darren King, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Absolutely. Great book. Thank you, Darren, for recommending that. Susan Jeffries' best book. Yeah, awesome. It's a really good book. Yeah. And I haven't read the whole book. I've read bits and pieces of it. It's a good book from what I've read. So embracing fear. Gail, thank you. Rochelle, thank you. Vulnerability is everything, guys. So important. Yes, Fifi, yes. Vulnerability is so deeply important for life. It does liberate us. And being open to change, creating a belief system, a foundation, a belief system of being open to change allows us to experience life fully. Ren, Darren, yes. Naomi, yes, yes, yes. Yes, deeply yes. So the take-home message for today, people, as I wrap this up, is be open to change. Be a witness to the change. Just observe it. Allow it to unfold, transpire, and transcend. Allow it to transform you, influence you, impact you, be there for you. Create a clarity in your life, an openness and a flow in your life. And when we allow that to occur, life transmutes and changes deeply. Give me a new in the comment box if you've just joined or if you're new, people, so I know I can thank you later. We can interact. Now, if you believe in this message, in embracing change, because it can be very deeply challenging and difficult, share this video, please. Check out the link also above and share this video. Some people, some of us, we just need a little push towards embracing change and breathing deeply with change, because it can be deeply daunting. It can be profoundly daunting and it can be hurtful. And we need support in that. So if you know, become like water, absolutely, and flow, my friend. If you know anyone that is going through rapid, massive change and you can be there for them, you can support them, you can be strong for them, you can be empowered for them, please do that. Oh, Fiona, welcome. Wonderful. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and thank you for letting us know as well. Everybody that's been here before, please welcome Fiona. It's deeply appreciated. And of course, anyone else that's new as well. But again, if you can support anyone through their journey of change, you will learn and grow so much through that process yourself. I promise you, if you're open to it. Open to the change that they are going through, which will of course influence the change that you are going through as well. Never tell someone to get over it, help them get through it. Through Tara is the only way. Only way is through life. I believe that with all the experiences I have had. Thank you, Matt. Awesome. I believe that with the experiences I'll witness in others as well. I'm very blessed to be able to see that. Guys, share this video, please, if you resonate. Share this video if there's value here for you. I deeply appreciate that. And the community deeply appreciates that. And of course, I am very blessed to be here. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Naomi. Yes, awesome. You're very welcome. Everybody's welcome here. Everybody is welcome here. Your comments are welcome. Your thoughts are welcome. Let's grow together. Let's expand together. This is what this is about. This is what life is about. It's about growth and expansion. Thank you, Rochelle. Yes, yes, yes. Enjoy your dinner. And yes, Darren, those workshops are coming, my friend. They really are. They really are. Lots planned this year. It'll be a fantastic year. A year of growth and expansion and most definitely embracing the unknown, that's for sure. A little bit scary, but that's okay. Moving through the fear. Moving through the fear of the unknown, embracing it and what it can bring. The potentiality and the possibility that fear can bring. Remember that, people. I want to thank you so much for being here one more time. Many blessings on your journey. You know where you can reach me. You can private message me, you can contact me. Comments here, of course. If you wish to know more about what I do as well, you can jump on my website and there's a link there, of course, in the comments above. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Absolutely, Tara. Thank you so much, people. There are many blessings on your journey again. And as always, one is glad to be of service and come from heart, yeah? Come from heart. Take care. Thank you.